and welcome to Community Link. This is Community Mission's opportunity to talk to the community out there, to talk a little bit about our programs, how we help the community and those of you out there, and how that you out there might be able to help us to be able to do just that. My name is Hoffman. I'm the Vice President for Public Relations and Development at Community Missions. I'm joined by a guest here, Jon Witt, and we'll get to him in just a moment. But just wanted to catch you up on a few different things that we have going on around Community Missions over this next few weeks. So we have an open house coming up, at this point at least. It is Wednesday, September 20th from 4 to 6 p.m. So we have been able to make several changes at Community Missions at our physical campus at 1570 Buffalo Avenue. That's kind of our main headquarters. And so we want to show it off to the community. We have a nice new parking lot, which is a big thing for a lot of the community out there. That was one of the big complaints that we got when people came and wanted to drop things off. And thankfully, I don't think we had many community members that had flat tires and such, but several staff as we had to deal with really a difficult parking lot situation in years past. But it is a beautiful new parking lot that we use, obviously not just to park cars, of course, every day, or a welcome kind of area where our visitors like you dropping off clothes and household items and food and such would pull through. But we also use it for a lot of our services as well. Our food pantry uses that to be able to give away food. We have a few events out there that we utilize the parking lot, so we want you to be able to come and see that. We also have a beautiful new digital sign, thanks in no small part to Niagara County, to be able to help us out with their facade program. We have a nice new digital sign that's displaying messages as far as our service delivery, kind of what times things are happening, these upcoming events that I'll mention, and also a phone number as to if somebody needs help, whether that be you or somebody that you know. Hopefully you all out there know that at this point. We put it on the bottom of our ticker quite a bit. Here it's 285-3403. We also have made some safety and security updates and measures to be able to keep people safe while they're with us at Community Missions, and also some new programs that we want to talk about in the community, one of which we'll talk about here shortly. So again, September 20th is a Wednesday. We hope that you'll come out for that between 4 to 6 p.m. But if you are interested in coming out and that time just doesn't work for you, or you're seeing this after that date, please give us a call. Give me a call, in fact, 285-3403. I'm at extension 2247, and we would be more than happy to set up a time to give you a tour, show you around, and talk a little bit more about what's going on at Community Missions. Just after that, we're going to be doing a pet blessing. This is our second annual pet blessing in the kind of in the vein of St. Francis of Assisi. Very dedicated to our beloved animals that all of us, or many of us, have at least. So on September 30th, we're going to be having the pet blessing there at 1570 Buffalo Avenue in the field right next door. We do need a field because last year we had some small four-legged animals, but also some big four-legged animals. We had some horses that actually were brought out by their owners to be blessed, and so that's going to go from 10 till about 12 or so on that Saturday. We hope that you'll come out. We'll have some very light refreshments, but just an opportunity to be blessed by local clergy for your pets. We're also doing that as partially as a pet food drive, a pet supplies drive, because we have a pet pantry that Jon oversees, actually. And so in lockstep with our food pantry, we also have some community members that need a little bit of help being able to afford everything that they need to take care of their pet. So we like to get donations in for our pets. So again, if you have some pet food that you'd like to bring out, or toys or something like that, or supplies, kitty litter maybe, we are always accepting those donations, but especially on the, next Saturday, to be able to bring those out for the pet blessing. And then just following that, on Tuesday, October 3rd, is the Interfaith prayer service for mental illness recovery and understanding. That's an annual event, probably 10 or 11 years that we've been holding that. It is at a different location if you've ever attended. It was always downtown in Niagara Falls. Now it's going to be at Bacon Memorial Presbyterian that is on, I believe, 57th Street, just down the street from us on Buffalo Avenue. Please visit Community Missions Facebook page or communitymissions.org, and we'll have all the information as to the best way to get there and the information about the times and what all is going on with that. The Interfaith Prayer Service is an opportunity for many different faith traditions to come together and offer kind of perspective and prayers for those that are recovering from mental illness or helping to live more independently with mental illness and such. And it's just a nice opportunity to come together and offer prayers from many different perspectives, including certainly Christian, whether it be evangelical or Catholic, Muslim, Sikh, Buddhist, or some of the perspectives, Jewish, I believe, as well, that we're expecting on that day as well. So really a neat opportunity, and we're hoping to be able to stream that as well. So again, stay tuned to our Facebook page to be able to see the best way to plug into that. We have a little bit of time. We also want to mention our Fall Fiesta, again, our second annual Fall Fiesta. That's going to be on that last Saturday in October, just before Halloween. Family-friendly opportunity to come out. Last year we had some pumpkins that we painted, some kids activities. We gave away some Halloween costumes. I don't know if we'll have costumes this year, but we're looking to have some fun kind of Halloween giveaways regardless. And so we'll have some information up about that one as well. Also coming into a time of season that we don't want to think about all that much, but man, it's around the corner, is Christmas time. So Christmas time and the holidays are a very busy time at Community Missions. So we're going to put out an early call for things like turkeys and the kind of the fixins with that. So of course your stovetop stuffing, your green beans, cream of mushroom soup, those kinds of things that we'll keep. We do have some freezer space, so we can take some turkeys at this point, and also those kind of fixins as well. Those are wonderful things to start thinking about, maybe adding to your next grocery trip and then bringing those to us at some point over the next couple of months. Also, we operate a big Christmas program, so if you're interested in helping us with that, we would encourage you to consider being a sponsor. That would help take care of a wish list of items for a family that might need a little bit of help during the holidays. If you're interested in anything like that, please give us a call, 285-3403. You're going to ask for Kathy or dial extension 2225 to talk about our Christmas program, which will get going in October. So there's a lot going on, but also we want to bring in Jon Witt to talk about what is specifically going on with what we call our Tower program. Tower program started a couple of years ago. It's a, well, I'll let Jon actually talk about it. So Jon Witt is our Manager of Specialized Services at Community Missions. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So your first time here under the bright lights
sure is.
at LCTV. So yeah, talk a little bit about what is the Tower program and who are you helping?
The Tower program, we decided that returning citizens that are released from prison need help getting back on their feet. A lot of times, depending on how long you're incarcerated, you know, the world changes. Technology, day to day, even, you know, how to apply for jobs, things like that. So we decided to help them out with a workforce development program to get them on their feet and steer them in the right direction to join the workforce. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, our parole reentry program, certainly we've talked about that in previous episodes. So that's a program that's been running between 10 and 15 years, I think, or so. And then Tower opened a few years ago, I guess.
Years ago, yeah. It's been about 3 years now. Yep. It's a 13-week program. We start with the first 3 weeks, we run them through what we call Ready, Set, Work. Okay. Ready, Set, Work is a 3-week course where we teach them soft skills, the interview process, resume building. We bring in different people to talk and mentor them through the process of job interviews. We help set up bank accounts. We, with that, we tell them what they need to be prepared for questions that the employer can and can't ask them, because some of these people are willing to talk about their past, some of them are a little hesitant. Sure. So what we like to do is have it in a small setting where we make it comfortable for them to talk about it. You know, they can raise their hand and say, well, what about my past do I need to talk about? What shouldn't I talk about? Things like that. And we mentor them along the way, so when they're in the interview, they feel comfortable enough and they're ready and they know what to expect.
Again, There are certainly other workforce development programs out there, whether it be in Buffalo, Erie, whether it be in Niagara Falls and such, or anywhere else. Yeah, so talk a little bit more maybe just about what is so different about what we're looking to do
So
here.
right in our backyard at Community Missions, it's very touristy, hospitality industry. You know, everything's right there with people coming to see the falls. So you have restaurants and hotels, and we have the culinary center. So what we also did is we partnered with the culinary center, where after we run them through Ready, Set, Work, we set them up there and they run through a boot camp. With that boot camp, they're learning your basic skills of knife training, recipe building, how to break down a whole chicken, how to properly cut an onion. You know, all the stuff that jobs look for. But now, while we're putting them through this, the jobs don't have to pay for that. We're taking all of that. So we like to think of it as then when you're ready to apply at a restaurant, you already have one leg up because you went through all this training. You know, the employer then can kind of skip that process and say, okay, well, this guy knows how to cut an onion. I don't got to waste a half hour training him on that. So, you know, you put them through the boot camp, and then we partner with a lot of local businesses and put them through an internship, where, you know, we give them a stipend while they're working there, and the businesses then can train them on our dollar and make sure that this partnership is going to work. So, you know, they're with them for 8 weeks. They schedule them. It's like a normal job for them, and then they make sure it works. They make sure that the relationship is going to work for them. And then 9 out of 10 times they get hired right after.
It's wonderful. Yeah, so talk a little bit about that stipend and how important that is.
Right after Ready, Set, Work, before we put them out in the workforce, we give them a $100 a week stipend, and we supply them with a cell phone as well as minutes cards. A lot of times when people come out of prison, they don't have anything. They don't know even the means of how to get everything. So yes, it's a little bit of an incentive for them to join our workforce track, but it also makes them feel like they're supported right out of it. You know, we're supporting them with the $100 stipend. We're supporting them with the phones. And in turn, we're also giving them a leg up right out of prison to join a workforce.
Right. So I should mention with that stipend, so the individuals that are in the program are already with us in parole reentry.
Yeah, a lot of them stay with us right at the mission.
Yep.
A lot of the recommendations come from parole or probation, and so, you know, I feel that they are comfortable with us right off the bat because they're staying with us.
Sure.
So we kind of build a little bit of rapport with them first, and then they join our program. So, you know, that we're helping them right out the gate kind of makes them a little bit more comfortable to trust in our program and trust that we're going to steer them in the right direction.
Right. Yeah. I'm thinking if somebody's sitting at home taking $100 a week, obviously basic human needs are being met.
Correct. Yeah.
Already.
So to them, they have a roof under their head. They have food. You know, they have all their basic needs, but they, you know, $100 is going to go a long way for them. And another reason why we decided to do the stipend is because it's like they're already earning $100.
Right.
They're seeing a return on their hard work. They're seeing a return on the training that they're doing. You know, sitting in the Ready, Set, Work and learning about the interview process again, or helping them build a resume. Well, in turn, they are getting paid for it. So, you know, so right off the bat, they get to see that their hard work is getting paid, you know, paid for.
Yep. I know recidivism is really the main goal, right?
Absolutely.
Of anything that we're doing in the reentry program, of course. And putting even $100 a week in somebody's pocket goes a long way in that recidivism rate for sure. Talk a little bit about maybe the different things that they're walking away with as far as their certifications.
Sure. So there's multiple tracks. There's the culinary track. There's a construction track actually that we just partnered with local construction. There's maintenance. Forklift is a big one. We have them sit down and train them for the forklift. They watch a little video, they get tested after the video, and then we take them right out back with our fork truck, have them lift pallets up and down off a truck, move it around. You know, it's a little bit like getting your driver's license, but for